welcome to our one shots Friday nights with the wonderful people from RPG Sidebar and Miss Sparkles Mandy who put all this together for us here. The goal here is to run a separate group of players through an adventure in a different setting week by week of the month. We have groups that are in Saranye and the Domains of Dread. We have another group that is in that would be Salvation, so that would be Eastern Corvair in Eberron. And we have this group. This group is the Embers of the Last War. They are currently in Sharn in Never Be Tread Away, Western Eberron. I am compassly challenged. You'll have to excuse me. I am Get Off McCloud. I am your dungeon master for the evening. This is D&D 5e. We don't do 5.5 because we're not hip to the newness, and frankly put, I don't like the rules. This is not 3.5e because people here don't like math, and this isn't 4e because we couldn't find the 3 people that played it. So we are playing 5e. This is an Adventures League set of modules set out by Wizards of the Coast. The setting is, I believe it is 998, which is 3 years after the last war ended. No, that is incorrect. I apologize. No, I'm not incorrect. The prologue was right as the morning started. So basically, we are 3 years removed from the last war. We are in Sharn, the city of towers. Basically, think of like a medieval, steampunky New York City. I'm going to introduce our players since this is our first session on our new RPG Sidebar channel. So let's take it away with I'm going to go clockwise according to my view, and we're going to go Lex. You're first.
So wait, am I introducing myself or my character?
We just talked about this, Lex. Yes, both.
Both. Got it. Hey, I'm Lex, or Sexy Sloth. You heard my name like 3 times just now, so I said it a bunch.
That's Lex, if you didn't know. That's Lex. This is Lex. Have you guys met Lex? That's Lex.
I've been playing D&D with the group for a while now, like 3 years, I want to say.
About 3 years. Mm-hmm.
I am playing Sybil tonight. She is a Tabaxi rogue. She's a phantom rogue, level 3. She's a bit of a thief, but she kind of like thief for hire. She doesn't steal because she like to have things. She steals things for people. So she'll usually like get a job, go out, steal some shit, come back. This last time didn't go so well, so she's gonna try to not get in the sight of possibly going to jail again. But yeah, so she's just a little thief, little rogue.
Perfect. All right, so we have our Tabaxi rogue. We don't have a subclass yet, right? Because no, you do.
No, I'm a fan. Yeah, the phantom rogue.
That's right. Okay, moving on to Moon Lee.
Hi, I'm Moon Lee, aka Rainbow Devastation on other things like Twitch. I am playing Turi, who is a cleric, and race is Eladrin. I had to remember that. It's been a while. You know, she's a cleric. She doesn't realize she's a cleric, but she's a cleric and should stay back.
How familiar are you
She's
with
still
this
learning
setting
that.
being from the Feywild? Are you like totally been here for like decades and decades? Or are you like brand spanking new to Eberron?
Brand spanking new to Eberron.
Perfect.
And more or less new to the group as well. I've played outside of this, but group in particular, we've only been playing together
for a bit.
A
bit.
bit.
About a month of sessions.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah.
Tootie is fresh out of the Feywild, so there might be some cultural distinctions that she's going to miss here and there, but it's all in good fun. I personally like the way she plays this character, so it's going to be a good time. Moving on, we are going to see, let's see, Trigger Happy Ginger. That's a mouthful.
It is. So most people call me Trigger. Been playing D&D for kind of 2-3 years like Lex. And play Curse of Strahd, one-shots, charity table every now and then. And then I have a home group that I play with. Tonight I am playing Celestros, the Chaos Gremlin. with a great fashion sense. He's got a top hat and one pink boot. Likes the wild magic.
And we'll just let that last part unveil as it does.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Skyline.
Hello, I'm Skyline, or Sky for short, whatever people think is easier to call me. I will be playing a Violetta, Vi for short. She is a Mark of a Sentinel Human Fighter 1. I've also been playing with this group. Wow, it's actually been for a while now that I think about it. Like,
2 years?
now maybe 3 or 4 years. I think it'll be 4 years this year, actually.
Maybe 4, yeah. It's been a
'Cause
while.
But yeah, you'll see me on Sparkle Mandy's channel as well for past and still going on campaigns. And I'm just very excited to play this character because she's a bit of a strong silent type, and I'm kind of the opposite of that. So it's fun to play something that is kind of opposite to what I am, and she's very familiar with Eberron and like the streets, very street smart.
The RBF is strong with Vi, though, if I'm not mistaken.
This is true. This is very true.
Good. That'll be a stretch for you. Moving on to our last, not least, Shell Bell.
Hi, I'm playing Thea. A little bit about me. I have been playing D&D for about 3.5 years, maybe 4 years now. I am on a couple of the other tables here on Sparkle Mandy's channel, like Tyranny of Dragons. I used to do Barovia. A little bit about Thea, who I'm playing tonight. She's going to be an astral elf. She is a wizard, and she once took a very short trip to Barovia and met a new friend named Edgar, who is like her bestie at this point. He's just a little ghost who helps her out here and there because Thea isn't always like the most reliable when it comes to using her own spells and stuff. So having a little bit of help here and there is very much necessary for her. That means that the dice just hate Thea.
They
But
do.
who's
They do.
counting? So yeah, that's a little bit about Thea. She's just an elf, and she loves to draw. Give her anything to draw, she's gonna draw it immediately.
Awesome. I am, as I said before, Get Off McCloud. I'm your Dungeon Master for the evening. I've been playing D&D for, let's see, this is my 30th year of playing D&D. I started playing in 1996. So, there we go. I've been DMing for about 10-ish years, 5 for Sparkles Mandy on her table on Twitch. And if you'd like to catch any of our live play sessions with any of these characters, or not these characters, but these players, or some of our other ones, you can check us out Sunday at 5 p.m. for our Mandalorians stream. There's Mondays where we play Greyhawk with DM Geezer Jim at 8 p.m. Central. Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, we do an Eberron kind of homebrew style Imperial Magpie stream at 8 p.m. Thursday, we do a Tyranny of Dragons stream with DM Ginger Chris. Excuse me. And that is also at 8 p.m. Central. So come by and check us out. You can also join the lovely one-shots here. But enough about all that boring stuff. Well, not your stuff, but my stuff. We are going to get into Eberron. And this being the second adventure, Lex, I believe you drew the short straw. Please give me a quick synopsis or somewhat medium-length synopsis of what we did during our first adventure, Murder in Skyway.
Whole adventure? You want the whole thing?
Just a quick,
Or just the last episode?
just a quick what happened from the murder all the way up until now.
Oh, okay. So, leaving somewhat of a party, some of us kind of like found our ways through the Skyway and happened upon an assassination and then walked up to said assassination and got caught by the body by some guards from the area, and then were trying to get framed for the murder. So we decided to work with them, and they gave us 24 hours to find the actual person who did the murder, and found our way into Lower Dura. Started a bar fight. Spoke with a crime lord syndicate to get information, and found out about the shifter who we were looking for. got all that information, traded some spices, some good food, conversation, and then hightailed it out of there for almost getting caught for starting a bar fight in said crime syndicate's bar. So we hightailed it out of there and then found our way deeper into the lower parts of Sharn to a bolt hole where we met some kids and got some information, kind of swindled our way through there, and then possibly broke into another crime syndicate stash house and stole all of their money, but left the drugs, left the dream puppies, left the other stuff. And then found our way, got into the house we were looking for, and found a lot of information on where the person we were looking for was going to the Skyway, and then the Skytram to get the hell out of Sharn. So we skedaddled on over there. Took a sky. What were they? The Sky Trams, right? Or the Sky? What are they called again?
It's a sky barge.
The Sky Barge, and almost
airship.
lost our friend. Almost lost someone. Then did lose someone off the back of the airship, and then I flew
Same
off.
someone.
It was really funny. It was quite a hassle, but we made it. Found the person who did the actual assassination, confronted them while our friend was also getting drunk at the Sky Bar, which was pretty fun. Celestros over here was getting pretty swifty, but found the people that we were looking for, and were able to basically beat a confession out of this person. Just killed them basically, and then brought them to life, and then asked them politely to confess, and they did. So we were eventually acquitted of said assassination attempt, or assassination, not attempt. It was a confirmed assassination. And then we said bye to the guards and went on with our way. I finally split the money between everyone that I stole from the drug dealers, and so
Now everybody has blood money. Yay. Alrighty.
come on, it's not just me.
So, dink. Okay. Thank you, Lex. So,
Great job.
I think I got everything important.
you did. Okay, good. So you find yourself in the city of Sharn, which is not a surprise, as that's where we left you. You are staying at the let me turn my mic up, and this needs to go down just a smidge. Okay, sorry about that. After your foray with the Skyway Guard, which is basically the Sharn Watch, you found lodgings at a middle-ranged hotel called the Galanda Hall. The Galanda Hall is it's an imposing stone structure that serves as a beacon for weary travelers. Run by House Galanda, the house that specializes in hospitality. Inside, the atmosphere is warm. There's a cheery glow of ever-bright lanterns, casting soft shadows across the polished wood and bone accents of the room itself. The air always seems to carry with it a sense of roasted to lentum meats and fresh ale, while the gentle hum of wind and stringed instruments from the grand tavern stage provides a light, merry beat. Going up to your rooms, you see that each of your rooms is equipped with magical conveniences, wash basins enchanted with cleaning magic that take out even the most stubborn spots, and silver goblets that gently warm or cool your drink to the perfect temperature. The staff, primarily halflings, who take genuine joy in their work, move with halfling nimbleness, ensuring that every guest's treasure, a hot meal, a soft bed, is provided with a smile. And while I said this isn't the most luxurious of accommodations in Sharn, this is definitely better than your Holiday Inn or Jim's Tavern, the room upstairs next to the kegs. you find yourself staring out the window early in the morning on the third day after your events kind of completed. The rain in Sharn never truly stops. It simply transitions from a torrential downpour to a pervasive charcoal-colored mist that clings to the soaring spires of Middle Memphis. From the balcony of your suite at the Galanda Hall, and I will share a map with you here. So, if we have the map of Sharn, you are in the middle city portion of this. They're not floating. They just exploded out the levels there. So you are in the middle district, and if I have. I thought I had another map. Don't I have another map? Okay. I did, but it did not. It saved it in a WebP form, and it does not pick up in Fantasy Ground, so I will have to convert that later. But if you look at the platform in the middle city that's to the back right, the one that's separated, that is Middle Dura. The central column is the center point, of course, as usual. And then you have your other plateaus of Jura and Cornerstone. There's a couple other ones. But this is the suburbs, shall we say. Middle Dura is a very clean urban environment. Whereas if you were to go to Upper Dura, that is where the Morgrave University is, the learned scion beacon of Sharn. Think you live you live below Yale, or Princeton, or wherever your Ivy League choice is. I really don't care. So, from the balcony of your suite at the Galanda Hall, a sprawling, lavishly appointed hotel in the university district of Memphis, the city of towers feels more like a vertical labyrinth than a metropolis. The memory of the chaos in Skyway still hangs heavy over your group, as the murderer, Yek the Grin, was captured, yet the architect of his crimes remains a shadow in the clouds. As you watch the distant flicker of ever-bright lanterns illuminating the sky coaches above, the relative safety of House Galanda's hospitality offers a brief, fragile respite from the growing tensions of the city. Your current accommodations are, I believe, what is called an ensuite, where there's a central room and then 2 or 3 bedrooms that are adjoining to the center room. So you are all basically have one front door, but you have a living area, and then each of you have there's 3 private rooms to choose from. I would imagine you would bunk together as you see fit, as your party is made up of some of you that know each other, some of you that don't, and others of you that are biologically different than the other ones that might want privacy. Your rest is interrupted this morning as a knock at the door brings you in from the balcony and away from your musings.
Kind of like.
I'll go open the door.
I'll stay close behind, kind of like tailing her.
I'm still
Listening.
hungover, so I'm in bed.
3 days later?
I assume he's
Wow.
still laying on whatever couch lounge thing is just in the room, just
Apparently, Trigger drank a
No,
lot
he's-
of alcohol and incurred 3 levels of exhaustion, to which today he is finally just removing the last of them. That's a lot of drinking.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
He's been on a 3-day bender.
Not recently. As you open the door, Thea, you see there's a small halfling with a sheaf of red hair that's poking out underneath his bellhop's cap. He has a tray in front of him on a wheelie cart with a tray on it with several covering plates. He goes, breakfast is served. It is 8 o'clock, and you may, of course, forego breakfast, but this is the time with which it is served. Um, is the Mister feeling better this morning, or does he still want stale toast?
I think he's feeling better. I turn around, I look at Celestros. You want actual food today?
I'll take food.
We're good with what you brought. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
wonderful. We were about to send for the local healer, but he seems to be on the mend. Wonderful. You really should be careful. Mimosas are quite dangerous.
Oh no, they were
Ah,
screwdrivers.
Oh, that would be the problem now, wouldn't it? Good morning, Miss Thea, Miss Sybil. How are you all doing this morning? This is Jaxel. He is the halfling that has been slated with your floor's worth of breakfast duties, and you've seen him for the prior 2 mornings as well. A friendly halfling, a bit talkative, somewhat in the know of things. He has been kind of handing you the Corvair Chronicle, or not the Corvair, the Corenberg Chronicle, which is the widest circulated newspaper in Eberron, every morning, so you can kind of keep abreast of what's going on in the city and the surrounding lands. Um, which one of you would be probably interested in reading the paper? Thea? Okay,
That or
that's fair.
I probably would, just to kind of know what's going on in the city.
So Thea, he hands you the paper. You immediately go through and you get to the city section. You hand Sybil the job opportunities section. You peruse
and then I
through.
turn around and hand the comic section to Celestros.
I'll read
Take-
behind
I'll
Celestros,
take the
just like,
funnies.
okay, okay, yeah, that one's good. That one, yeah, that one's good. I don't know what it
I'm just-
means, but it's good.
As she
I'm
does,
just
I'll
in
like
the
kind of
back
turn it
sharpening
away.
my sword.
This morning ritual of reading words does not ever strike you as a good waste of time, Vi. But
No.
people have their little idiosyncrasies that you allow them. Um, Thea, you peruse as Jaxel comes in, wheels the cart in, and pours each of you a cup of coffee in the morning, and kind of takes the silver lids off of the plates. You see that there is breakfast grits with butter. There is salted fat back that has been roasted and braised in a cranberry and pork sauce. There is a couple of eggs. They know over the last days they've gotten your liking of the eggs, whether it's over medium, scrambled, hard boiled, even poached. For some of you want to be difficult because people do that. I worked at a breakfast restaurant once, and people who ask for poached eggs and go suck a fucking lemon. But they don't mind because they are the house of hospitality.
But they're so good.
Don't want to talk to you right now. There is a platter of roasted potatoes in the middle, and then a small servlet dish of sausages. And he says, "It's been a quiet day today." There was this that came for you, and Thea hands you a letter along with the morning newspaper. And besides that, if there's anything else you need, just ring downstairs, and we'll come up. As I told you before, just take this receiver of the communication device on the nightstand there. Put it to your ear. Hit the green button. That'll execute the sending spell, which will send your message down to the front desk.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Before you go, I hand him a gold piece and I just ask, sorry, do you, just out of curiosity, you got any extra bit of gossip today? Everything I'm reading in here is good, but I need just a little more.
Well, most people don't care about the fair folk, but there is a the halflings, the not the house halflings, but the other ones from the Talenta Plains that are here in Sharn. They're putting on a ball in I think it's in a day or two, hosted by one of the businessmen of the House Boromar. So that's kind of in the to do. It's not in the society section or anything. It's just kind of word of mouth for those of us who are 3.5 feet or shorter. But that being said, that's kind of in the know. There's been some whisperings of the cult of the Emerald Scale kind of, doing their snooping around of finding some great necromantic device that's going to unleash havoc upon the entire city. But the Watch is probably keeping an eye on that. It's just whispers at this point. And Lady Elbereth of House Caneth is seeking an audience with the dignitaries of the Lysar pirates. Chances are that there's some whisper of a Lothario amongst one of the pirates that just seemed to have caught her eye.
Oh, this is good gossip. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll definitely call if we need you.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your business, and as always, if you need anything, just let us know. We're happy to serve. And he takes the gold piece from you happily and puts it in his pocket, gives a quick nod, and backs out, closing the door behind you.
I'm eating all the carbs and meat that they're like my portion of meat and carbs. That's just what I'm eating in silence.
I quickly snatch some bacon before Violetta can eat it all.
Well, see, they've accounted for that. Everybody has their own little strip of pork belly on their plate, but the sausage is communal. But everybody has their own little bit of bacon, basically.
Yeah, and then I take my amount of sausage that I can before Violetta decides to shovel it all. I'm like,
Take a tiny little piece
like
of
a cat,
everything.
like batting all the food to their plate and then like fucking running off.
Tweety, the fare in Eberron is very much different than what you're used to in the Feywild. Most of what you eat in the Feywild, being part of the Summer Court, is mostly vegetarian. Not because they frown on eating meat, but because it's just kind of what suited the fancy of the court you were staying at. So lots of greens and sprigs of plant life here and there. And the amount of meat that is on the table at first was a little offensive to the palate, but now you're getting used to it. I'm not saying you're eating it, that's a you thing, but you're kind of warming up to the idea of at least the culinary offerings of Eberron.
I would probably try it at least once and be like, it's a little heavy. It's just a bit heavy. I'd rather just eat my poached eggs.
I will eat her share gladly of the meat.
So while everybody's starting to eat breakfast, I'd open up the letter and sip my coffee while I read it.
As you read through the letter, it's written in a very quick and hastily written postscript. It's an urgent summons. You recognize the name of Watchman Cavil at the bottom of it. Basically, asking him to meet with you sometime today at a small, quiet cafe in the lower central plateau. He has dire news about a formerly incarcerated mutual acquaintance.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So I look up and I read the letter out loud to the party. And, all right, guys. Well, it seems like we should eat, get our energy up, and we should be on our way, probably as soon as possible.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was that written specifically to Thea or to the whole people?
It was written
All of us.
to the group.
Okay.
It just went to Thea.
So I was
because
like,
she
if
got
it
the
was
favor.
just for her,
Mhm.
and I'm like, are you just meeting him? Okay, but it's for everyone.
That's the other piece of gossip that she'd have gotten if she got 2 gold. No, that was to all of you.
Okay.
I wasn't the one who witnessed this assassination and got into the bar fight. I just got roped into this, so it better not be for just me.
I mean,
Well,
we didn't really witness anything. We just saw a dead body. Tried to help, didn't help.
Mhm.
Ended up getting tagged along. An epic adventure, mind you, but tagged along. Then
I
all
just
of a
work
sudden,
here.
You came out, and he went, and then he came back. I don't know what's happening.
Anyways, we should get
after
going.
After she tells us what's happening, I'll like look up and be like, that Watchman guy, right? That's the one
Yep.
who's.
Yep.
Every time I'm around him, I have to be careful what I say. But I guess if he needs help.
You're doing great. And then I hand her another little piece of, like, a little sliver of my bacon. I put it on her plate. This is to bribe you.
And because I already put it on mine, so I had to give her like a shake of like extra southern spices onto her bacon, and then I put it back in my bag.
As you
Good deal.
As you tuck into breakfast, the morning sun in Sharn filters through the breaks in the clouds, kind of bringing this lovely, like grayish pink tone to the morning. The rain is alit with the rays of sunshine, and it's this glittering tapestry of pinks and golds and yellows and oranges across the skyscape. The You see that the massive stone pillars of Middle Memphis Plateau and the hazy golden shafts casting shadows on your breakfast. The air is thick with the smell of your food and coffee. Oh, the coffee. Something is a little different about the coffee they make here. Might be a note of chicory, might be some cinnamon they add to the ground. You're not quite sure, but it is better than any coffee you've ever tasted before. Thea, being a paranoid wizard, you of course checked it for poison the first time you had a sip of it, and it was just coffee. As you sit at the table, you the tranquility of the morning shatters as Celestros, you take the lid off of your plate, finally mustering up the energy and the courage to chance a trip, foregoing what your stomach might say, to the table to reach your breakfast. As the steam kind of dissipates, you look down and you lift the silver cloche of your breakfast platter. Resting amidst the scattered crumbs of toasted bread and the cooling grease of meat sits a jagged, sun-bleached metatarsal. It is not from any common livestock. This looks thick and heavy. For those of you not in the know, a metatarsal is a toe bone.
The toe.
I was gonna say, is that a toe?
Yeah, it's a toe bone.
Why is there a toe in your food? There's not a wait, and then I check my food. I'm like,
there might have been one in Vi's food, but she probably ate it already.
Anybody else
Protein.
got toe bone? That's weird.
Bone? No, I finished my plate. I don't remember a bone. Was there a bone?
None of
Why
you
are we talking about toes?
have seen a bone on your plates yet, at all. Each of you take a moment to kind of peruse the very nice china that they serve the food on, kind of moving the eggs around, kind of smushing them down a bit to make sure there's nothing in the eggs, and you find nothing. Just Celestros' plate.
Well, Celeste, what is it? Did you touch it yet?
Yeah. I just pick it up and show it.
Mm-hmm. It's a bone. If you'd like to
Bone.
do some kind of investigation on it, you can tell me what you want to roll and how it applies, and I will set the DC.
Sorry. It's okay.
That would, of course, go to Trigger first, since he's the one that's had the longest to look at it.
Of course.
You know, by about 10 seconds.
I guess I'll look and try to find out like what kind of animal it came from.
Okay, you may roll me a nature check, please. And the DC is a 10. That's a 12. Very good. Okay. So as you take a look at it, you notice that, like I said, it's thick and heavy, like it's harvested from one of the mammalian beasts. Not a bird or a lizard, but something a little bit more stocky. You see a single deep vertical fissure that splits the marrow and a series of savage, jagged notches resembling claw marks of some kind of a canine creature. They're etched deep into the calcified surface. As I said, the bone was bleached. It wasn't just picked clean of meat and then thrown there. It was prepared. It is cold to the touch, and it has a faint, lingering scent of sulfur.
Is there any
Maybe
magic
it was
on it,
just too close
Celestros?
to the eggs.
What was that, Trigger?
Said maybe it was just too close to the eggs.
Could have been too close to the eggs. I'm sure that's what it is.
It smells a little eggy.
Is there any magic on it? I mean, I'm not one to really know too much about magic, but
I mean, it feels
smells
cold. I don't
eggy.
think that's normal for a
If it-
bone,
Roman
especially
Arcana
on a
check,
hot
Trigger.
plot.
With a 15, there is no magic. This is not a magic item. This is something wholly different.
Anyone else want to look at it?
Sulfur. Well, sulfur is like a demon thing, right? Huh. I can give it a sniff to see if there's anything more significant I can get from the scent.
I'll toss it over.
Hey Sybil,
Kinda-
I heard this that if you lick a bone, and if it
I'm
is
not gonna
truly a
lick it.
bone, it's gonna stick to your tongue.
I'm not gonna lick it.
Are you sure?
just gonna
Because
give
I
it a
mean,
sniff.
it could be just a rock that looks like a bone.
I'm just gonna like slowly look to her, kind of like glare, and then slowly look away, and then sniff the bone.
You detect the smell of sulfur and the after hint of burnt charcoal. Very much like a blacksmith's fire.
Like it was kind of like like the body was like cremated-esque kind of thing, or whatever this was like.
No,
Possibly-
not so much. Like the bone itself is white, so it's not like it was burnt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of hits a
Well-
thought in your head, and why don't you roll me a history check with advantage? As you kind of turn
shit.
it over in your hands and look at the fissure carved in it, and your roguish background kind of reminds you that everything possibly could have significance. Okay, with a 14, you recognize to your displeasure that somewhere in your history you recall that House Dask sends calling cards of bones or claw marks to warn its targets that they're looking into them. The etchings in the deep calcified bone, you count 5 of them. The single deep jagged notch in the center of it is not good. You recall this with the 14. You can't recall what all of the different markings on the bones means, but you know that what happens if you get like a white bone, it means they basically account you as a friend. If it's marred in any way, it means worse. The worse the bone is fucked up, basically. And with it being basically split in half in the center, that's a inquiry of possible slight against House Dask. You've offended them in some way.
Well, Sybil kind of sits there with the bone for a second, and she's like, sniffs it and kind of gets like this, like, pulls back and looks at it, like pulls out like a notebook. It's written in thieves' cant. Just kind of like flips through it real quick. Picks up her head, puts it away, puts back, looks at the bone again, and just, well, the white bone is good. How fucked up it is kind of isn't. But so this is interesting. Okay, so this is from House Dask. This is kind of what they do to inform people that they're looking into them. That we kind of did something to piss them off, which I'm really hoping. I wonder
what
that
could have we
be.
done?
Did
I
heal
mean,
someone?
we didn't do anything. I don't think we ran across them at all. I don't remember hearing that.
Can I go back into my memory and see if I can remember if the symbol that I saw on the crates what correlated to House Dask at all from my own memory? If I can remember anything from House Dask?
So
Because
you
it was
have
like the lizard with like the swords,
so you
I
have
think
no
was the
problem
symbol.
remembering what the symbol looked like. I will ask you to roll
Yeah.
me another history check to see if you can draw a correlation, or you can roll me a
I
straight intelligence check.
can I help with guidance?
You can guidance the intelligence check if she chooses that one.
They're both the same. I could do the intelligence check.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do the intelligence check.
All right. You may have guidance.
Yeah. Abilities, roll that way, and then roll.
That's a 16, and then give me a D4. All right, it's an 18. Yes.
Thank you.
So you would definitely draw a correlation between the two, and them the symbol of the lizard with the scimitar being one of the symbols of House Dask. Not a more well-known one of their underlings, most likely a subgroup, but they all have a form. They're all green, and they all have a form of lizard on them somewhere. The symbol of a scimitar definitely means aggression. So it's not like it's the merchant group of House Dask or like the prayer group of the Rosary Club of House Dask.
Yeah.
This is definitely a little bit more aggressive.
I look to Moonly, or not Moonly. Moonly is your name, Tootie.
Yes.
And I look to Thea, and I go, "Do you remember that house with the dream puppies?"
The flowers?
Mhm.
Yeah, the flowers. But we left them alone. We were like, hey, we shouldn't take that.
You
And
remember
we left, right?
Do
We
you remember?
left.
Do you remember the money that I gave you guys, like a little bit ago
Yeah.
when we left and finished that job?
Uh-huh.
Well, that money was from a chest that was inside that drug house.
Oh, they're pissed that we
Ooh.
stole from the...
You stole from
Well,
drug
that
dealers?
makes sense.
I did do that. I did do that, Sludgeos.
Don't you know
Well, I mean-
it's bad to piss off drug dealers?
I piss off everyone, Celestros.
I mean, I'm kind of
We
pissed you
give it
didn't
back?
steal any of the drugs if you were going to steal from them.
See, but that's the problem. Like, if you steal the money, they can it wasn't nearly as much as like what the drugs were worth. If you take the drugs, like that's gonna earn them more money, and that's gonna piss them off even more.
Yeah,
So,
But, like,
Lex,
do we
a
have
couple
to give it
poppies
back?
here or there, they wouldn't
Huh?
notice.
Do we
that's
have to give them back the money? Like,
Well,
We
I
could
mean,
exchange a favor.
we might. We'll,
I mean,
we'll,
I feel like
we'll figure it
finders
out when we cross the-
keepers
We'll cross
and we
that bridge
left
when we
their
come to it.
pretty flowers. We'll be fine.
Well,
I think maybe we
Trudy-
should think about this later. I think we have somebody we need to get to who seems in rather urgent need of us.
yes, we should definitely get to Cavil. I'll keep an eye on around us while we
So
move.
be suspicious
Um,
of everyone. Okay. Duly
No,
noted.
no, not everyone. Not everyone. We shouldn't be
I already
suspicious of
am, that's
everybody.
not a
Be careful.
problem.
Be careful. But don't be suspicious of everyone, because if you're acting suspicious of everyone, that means you're acting suspicious. So we don't need that.
I heard a song once.
I think
that
I'm always suspicious, though.
I heard a song once that I think could really apply here.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm gonna
don't
leave
be
the room.
suspicious.
Sybil's like kind of like bouncing her head. She's like taking more sausage.
for an inspiration, Lex, do you remember how much gold you took from the chest?
I do. It was 20 platinum and 300 gold.
Okay, wonderful. It's just a tidy sum of about 500 gold altogether.
Yes, 500 gold altogether. And I split it up between everybody, so I'm not the only one that has it.
Well, I have already spent some of it.
So
It's just
was
getting
this,
scattered.
was this another bar situation, like where you guys just killed everyone, or
No, we broke into this place because we were looking for evidence against Yek the
Mhm.
Grin, but we broke into the wrong place and it was this drug dealer's house. But we left the drugs. I didn't see what happened to the money. I just all of a sudden was handed money and was like, "Whoa, whoa, there's money. Cool." Didn't question
See,
it.
I was smart
And
about it
here
though. I
we are.
waited to hand over the money. Yeah, I was smart about it though. I waited to hand over the money till after we left that guard guy because then he would have known that I took money from somewhere. So,
We should have probably realized that we shouldn't have touched it considering there was an alarm spell.
but we didn't realize there was an alarm spell until after we already taken the money.
We still
I
could have
already
left it
taken money.
and left.
Yeah.
As she
But where's the
says
fun
this,
in that? We
as she
should go
says
see our
this,
friend.
Sybil, you silence the voice in which goes, yes, but we already tripped the alarm spell, so we're already guilty of snooping into stuff. We might as well take the money, because if we took the money, then at least we're guilty for something. We're supposed to be being suspect on something we didn't do, but we fixed, and then we did do. No, she's probably right.
Yeah, but then she goes, yeah, but where's the fun in that? It's always fun to it's always fun to have the chance of getting caught a little bit.
Well, now we probably owe a very large favor to a house that's probably not going to give us something that's an easy task to do. So let's think on this
Probably.
later. Let's go meet Cabell. Enjoy
Yep,
your
I'll
breakfast.
down
while
the
it
rest of my
lasts.
coffee. Nom another piece of sausage and then go over and grab my shit.
Okay. So you guys take another.
Violetta, you coming?
She's outside.
Didn't she leave? What the? Did she just walk out? We're not even. Oh God! I grab my weapons and I put on my weapons. Like walking out the door as I'm like putting my. She's already probably like down the hallway. Be like shit. Wait up!
As you're getting dressed, like more facts of House Das are kind of coming back to you as you get dressed, Sybil. They're one of the crime syndicates of Sharn. They're not as even keeled and likely to respond favorably like the Boromar clan is. They specialize in violent crime and extortion and a trade of illicit substances. They have a smaller infrastructure and less organized than House Boromar, and they utilize a flat hierarchy, which means they have a boss and then everybody else is just the same. They're known for their ability to apply brute force to solve problems with high success. And the organization is notably aggressive. You can recall a couple instances of some events where there was a bomb plot that was very successful at one of House Caneth's. They have like a tech expo every year where they unveil like the newest findings from their artificers, and they had apparently not paid full price for some of their material from House Dask, and Dask blew up their expo.
Like we're like moving through and I'm like thinking of all this stuff and I'm going, yeah, I really should have figured out who that symbol belonged to. Fuck it.
If I remember correctly, you rolled very poorly in the moment.
I did. I think I rolled like a 5 or a 6 or something on that history check or something like that. So I didn't remember jack shit at the time. But as I'm like remembering stuff now, I'm like, okay, well, definitely something to keep note. Oh God, I'm gonna have to owe a pretty big favor to someone, and I don't like owing favors, but oh well. Maybe I could talk my way out of this one. I'm like thinking this to myself. I'm like, maybe.
I mean, maybe you could. Do you share that of those events or knowledge with the party, or do you like not going to tell them that?
Well, if we're all together now, I didn't know if we're moving through the streets. I'll kind of like if
you guys are still in the room. You haven't actually left the room yet. You guys are all mustering on getting your things together. Vi's outside.
That's right. It was like the one. Yeah. Okay. As we're like kind of getting ready to leave, I'll jump up onto Thea's shoulder and go, okay, I might have fucked up a little bit.
Oh. Okay. How so?
Okay, so the money, like it's really shiny, and I got it from that really cool chest. I just can't help myself. It's in my nature. It's just in my nature. Well, yeah, the people I took that from aren't very nice, and at the time I didn't realize that's who I was taking from. So I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out. But we should be careful. I could definitely try and talk us out of it. I could probably talk us out of it, but yeah, they're the house desk. Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. I am not super aware of this city, but I don't imagine messing with a house.
Well, this
would
is a
be a
crime
good
syndicate. It's not one of
idea.
like the dragon marked houses.
But
This is like an
that's-
individual, like so like the
Yeah,
dragon marked
with
houses are like.
only a crime syndicate. That's
Well,
it. That's only.
But I mean, it is a big difference because I mean, like the houses, like the dragon marked houses, are like known public and they're not crime syndicates. But then there's like the crime syndicate houses that are like the. I know I should stop talking now. But
I
yeah,
look over
we
at
should just keep
Edgar.
an eye out.
You hearing this?
Lex,
Can you
I
believe
will,
this?
I will give you inspiration, and you already had one, so you may give your second inspiration to whoever you'd like.
Oh, I'll give it to Shelby since she's the one I was talking to while we were doing this.
Thea
But,
already has inspiration, or did you just give yourself inspiration?
I just gave it to
Okay,
myself.
cool, perfect. You're good.
Okay. But I'll kind of like look at everyone else and like so yeah, we should probably keep our eyes open around us wherever we go at all times where we're going. Head on a swivel.
Well,
and
Kind of hard to see where you're walking if your eyes are closed.
He makes a good point.
Well, head on a swivel. Just making sure we're not being followed. Okay, well, I put my
Alright.
little scarf as like a hood covering my head and like wrap it around my face.
Well, thank you for the information, Sybil. We will keep our eyes peeled, and let's go meet Cavill. Let's see where this morning takes us. Genuinely curious at this point.
I take another piece of like scrap from my clothing and wrap it around Thea's head. Your hair's so noticeable.
You muster by the front door.
I like make
open,
like a
and
little gap for your eyes.
Exiting out, you see Vi waiting there impatiently, and you proceed forth down the fine corridor towards the copper lifts. The hallways are at the foot and the head of the hallways are these shafts that they're not full elevator cars, but they have basically a platform that goes up and down via a group of air methods that have been tamed to go to the right floor as the bell sounds. You step up to the copper lift, you ring the bell, and you hear a slight scraping sound, and then as the sound gets closer, you can hear higher, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. Yep, that's 4, 3, 4, 3. No, 2, no, 3. It's 3. Craxel, 3. Stop it. You're going to crash this time. They're going to fire us. We have to go back to the cogs. I don't want to go back to the cogs. Higher. They go up, and you see the platform of the copper lift edge right up to the edge of the corridor, and you step on, and well, where are you going? Up or down?
Down.
They said down.
Please.
Do you want to go really fast?
I'd preferably not today.
Oh,
I just did my hair, and it would be a real. I don't want to mess with that.
I did not roll. Oh, good. I rolled the same thing. So I rolled a nat 1. So they are going to descend fairly quickly, but it's going to be like corners are kind of dipping down in there. It's not a smooth descent. Lower, no, higher. Gemmel, hurry up. Gemmel, no, Argyle, you're ruining the. Okay, now you're too high. Get lower. They're going to fall. We're going to get fired. We're going to get fired. We're going to get fired. And finally, to your relief,
Like latched on to like whoever, like if I like jump down, I'm just like holding on to like whoever was closest to me, whoever wants to be. I'm just literally just like latched onto their leg, like. with all this like jerking movement. Like, I can't wait to be back on the ground. I can't wait to be on the ground. I can't wait to be on the ground. I can't wait to be on the ground.
I'll
After what
just have my
seems
hands up like it's a roller coaster.
after what seems like an hour, but was probably more about a minute, you finally descend all the way down to the bottom floor, and you see the lobby of the hall that you're staying at. There's this lovely plush carpet, dark wood countertops. There's a small cafe to the side where some of the patrons are having their morning breakfast, not in their rooms, but in public. There is several small halfling wait staff that are bustling here and there with plates and pads and pens and drinks. It is a fully operational hotel lobby, and as you go to exit, you see the bellhop standing by the front desk, give you a quick nod. This one is not one you've seen before, but then again, you've only been in for 3 days. But everybody seems to know you, as part of hospitality is knowing your visitors, and somehow they always seem to know your names and what your basic likes and dislikes are. Like, they wouldn't offer you like a cigarette if you wanted a pipe normally, or they wouldn't offer you an ale if you prefer wine, that kind of thing. And as you step into the entryway, you see the revolving door of the hotel slowly spinning. The 4 of you seem to have no problem with this. You get ready to exit. Sybil, you are very stealing your nerves, because the first time you went through this thing, your tail got caught in the revolving door and you got stuck and made quite a scene. The scratches on the glass panel of the revolving door are still there from your nails or your claws as you tried to escape the imminent life-threatening danger that you were in at the moment.
Like, standing there holding my tail like to me, like staring at the spinning door, like, we meet again, my arch nemesis. Worse than fucking water. I'm just gonna and like try to like get it while it's spinning, while I'm holding my tail up to me so it doesn't get like again.
As you make it through, as you jump to get into the revolving door, roll me a d4 and you tell me odds or evens.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I'm not gonna look. Just, yeah, I'm gonna release it, but I'm gonna say odds.
'Tis odds. You make it through.
Oh,
And
cool.
Thea, as you watch this, this has happened once or twice in the last 3 days since the incident, as you started to call it, occurred. You look behind her and you see the halflings changing a couple sums of gold coin here and there. Like, some of them look very upset as they hand over a gold piece or two. Some of them look very pleased with themselves as they collect. And as you turn to the platform of Middle Dura or Middle Memphis in front of you, you see about 200, 300 feet away, there's the edge of the platform and a hailing station for an airship. Trying to figure out where you're going, we are going to end our session there and pick up with our airship adventure. Yes, ma'am.
Just letting you know, Tootie would definitely go around and around and around in that revolving door. It's fascinating.
I would probably
Absolutely fascinating.
join too, but for different reasons.
I've started joining in on the bellhop bets, and I bet that Turi was going to do that.
Shell, I need you to type out in the chat a number of how many times you think she's going to do it. Don't hit enter. Just type out the number and wait till I tell you to hit enter.
Number out of
2D,
what?
Of how many revolutions that they go around in the revolving door. Judy, how many times did you go around in the revolving door before finally exiting?
Thinking logistically, you can go like takes maybe 30 seconds if that. And if it takes 30 seconds and I waste about 4 minutes doing it, how many times could you realistically do it in 4 minutes?
A lot.
I know. I don't know math,
That'd be
guys.
8 times.
8 times. Shell, hit
Yeah.
enter. 4.
Aw.
Oh,
I apparently I was wrong. 2.
I was like, nobody's gonna go more than 4 times. You're gonna get sick on the 5th try.
As you walk out, you see that there's this very large porter. He's an orc, and you've kind of his name is Samson, and he brings in the large luggage from some of the more well-to-do patrons of the hotel. But you've struck up a friendship, especially after he was the one that backed the revolving door off of Sybil's tail 2 days prior and got your friend out of the jam she got herself stuck in. And every morning you kind of like, morning, Samson. Good morning, Miss Thea. How are you doing today? As you walk out, you say 4. He goes 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. Oh, 5. 8. Well, you were closer. Here's your gold piece. You win today. We'll get you tomorrow, though. I'm going to win next time. I'm going to bet 8
Oh,
tomorrow.
I'm sure you will, Samson.
And
I'm gonna bet 10.
You may add a gold to your inventory. Samson gives you.
So let's just put 32.
Samson would pat you in the back of the head. You have a good day now, Miss Thea. I hope that all of the magic either goes your way or avoids you completely. He has no knowledge of magic.
You as well, Samson.
He goes.
I hope your patrons are nice today.
I got a tip already. 1 copper piece.
If anyone's mean to you, point them my direction, okay?
Oh,
I'll
they
handle it.
would never, because they don't know this, but I'm not allowed to smash them anymore. It happened the one time.
Oh,
But they said it's not good business to smash customers.
not usually, no. But, sometimes. That's like I said, if they're mean to you, let me know.
I will. Thank you, Miss Thea. He goes and turns behind me, picks up a very large piece of luggage that looks fairly heavy. It's one of those like really nice Samsonite luggages that have like the hard outside that you can put really heavy shit in. He just picks it up and just puts it on his shoulder. Another day, another copper. Do 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 do. And he walks around to the side. He takes the service entrance because revolving doors and luggage don't mix very well. And you guys make your way to the airship platform, and that is where we're going to end our session. Well, thank you very much for being with us for the first part of our adventure at doing the Boromar Ball, Adventure 2 of the last Embers of the Last War Adventurers League campaign set of adventures. I am Get Off McCloud. These are the Embers of the Last War. That's the group name, and once again, thank you so much to Sparkles, Mandy, the lovely folks at RPG Sidebar, and Yzma. Sorry, I forgot Yzma. They put all this together, allowed us to come in weekly, and Zuko, I saw that. We play D&D weekly, multiple times a week on Twitch. You can catch us on twitch.tv/sparkles_mandy.com. Come by and join in the fun. Come join our one-shots. Otherwise, we'll look to see you here next time for the next adventure, or the next segment of this adventure for the Embers of the Last War. Thanks so much. Have a great evening.